How did he get in your life?
I don't actually know, to be honest. No, I'm going to allow him to stay for this because I was on the phone to him when all this was happening in Turkey. Remember?
No, but no, you're not letting that scumbag stay.
It's my fucking witness.
What?
It's my fucking witness, unfortunately.
You're letting that scumbag stay, are you sure?
For this
after everything he's done?
For this live, yeah, and then he's getting blocked.
He's a paedophile.
You need to stop.
Yeah?
This is my life, so that yours.
Just leave me to deal with it, right?
I will stand by my ground. I will.
Are you sure?
I can't really remember too much that happened. All I know is
what happened to him. He'll get blocked after. He's
quite a bit of time
I haven't got another one.
on our own. I think he got the key, but I didn't go up to the room.
My son
I sat by the swimming pool. He was on TikTok, obviously, not sorting out the issues, not talking to his guy.
That's not what I'm here to want to remember or think about. Oh, do not.
Shit. Make sure you tell them what that
You need to keep your voice down. This isn't your house. You need to keep your voice down.
Say what he did.
But that's not here and now. I do say what he did. I do, but that's not here and... No, but that's not what I'm doing. We was listening to this, and so was you.
And you won't let him stay in the live.
He's not going to comment. I won't let him comment. Are you being funny now?
No.
Can I press play?
Do whatever you want. I can't believe you're allowing that wild piece of shit to stay alive.
His girlfriend not making things be okay. On TikTok, like, everything was perfect. The next thing I remember was it had come to night time. We still hadn't spoken, and it was getting harder for me. You know, I'd now been first day abroad, our first time abroad together, and I pretty much spent the first day by myself, sad.
Hold on, let me pause this. I've got something I need to say.
So things escalated.
Right, okay. You want to sit and say what this man has done, yeah? Why am I letting him in my life? What about the things you've done and I let you in my bed?
Wow.
Let's be quiet. I'm listening to my podcast.
What have I done? You let me in your bed? What?
Things got said, as they do when you're arguing. And I couldn't listen to him. I couldn't listen to the things he was saying.
You said something and now people are thinking, you've got to be a bit straight.
I'm being straight. I'm playing the podcast. The reason this podcast exists, and I'm playing it right now, is because you told people I hit you. There are 2 or 3 examples you're referring to of me hitting you. This is one of them. Correct? Right, let me play it.
I hadn't been eating because of the stress with the build-up to go in. And I just had to make sure that my mental health and I was okay to continue with the treatment. With it being warm, being in Turkey, I stayed out on the balcony. I locked the door so he couldn't come out. And I stayed on the balcony for a couple of hours. I had spoken to a family member on the phone who said to just take a pillow and a blanket out on the balcony, just lay down there, go to sleep, ignore him. Tomorrow's another day. This is what...
What?
That message you showed me, what he said.
That's not what this is right now.
No, that's alright, fine. I can't wait till the time runs out so I can go home.
Right, so this is about hate for you, not protecting myself.
No, letting that scumbag stay in the live when you could block him. What would even be the issue? He's not in my live talking to me. What he's going to hear in this live is going to be put on TikTok anyway.
It will be.
He's tried to ruin us both and he's still doing it. He thinks he's something big and you're letting him in the live. He's an absolute nobody.
He's someone to you.
No, he ain't.
You make my life hell for him. He's someone to you.
No, he's made our life hell.
You need to keep your voice down. I mean, Jack's going to come in and just probably give you a slap with the baseball bat if you keep shouting. You need to stop it. You're gonna trigger him. You need to stop it. Don't make my boy angry. Don't do that.
He has made our life hell.
Are you going to let me play this, huh?
Play what you want.
And then it's done. Oh no, where's it gone?
What I agreed to do.
It seems louder.
He started knocking on the balcony door. He was trying to talk to me. He'd have been saying things like, just come back inside. So I went back inside. It was quite a small room and it had, I can't remember if it was 2 single beds, a single or a double, but we had a bed each anyway. I remember rightly, I can't remember if it happened in the night or the morning. We just started arguing, not like anything loud or crazy or anything like that. Excuse me, sorry. I think I'm coming down with something. I showed him my stomach, how sucked in it was, how thin I was getting. I was struggling. All I needed to do was just focus on being abroad, focus on eating, focus on the treatment. Words, obviously, you can't remember conversations, you can remember situations. I can't remember what he was saying to me, but he was antagonizing and pushing and pushing. And when you can't just shout, when you can't just say what you want, it becomes more frustrating. And then I got up and I was getting ready to just leave. And he came up to me and I think he held around me. He didn't grab my arms, he held around me and I just started lashing out at him. Get off me, get off me, get off me.
Held me.
Went to cuddle you. Are you okay?
As a result of me being loud, saying get off me, get off me, he's panicked like he does, you can't say anything to him.
I can't handle it, and you say, don't be near me, I don't like it when you go to cuddle me. So basically, when Tanya would
start again and correct whatever you say I'm said wrong.
When Tanya would be distressed, she can't handle people around her, but obviously me being in the loving kind person that I am, I go to cuddle her.
You sick
and try
fuck.
and calm her down.
You absolute sick, disturbed, cunty little fuck.
No.
You are.
No.
You are.
No.
You really are. Even the way you worded that.
That's the truth.
Is it?
I always cuddle you and try to calm you down.
What about now? Wow. The way you worded it. Tanya, when she's distressed, doesn't like to be around people. What about that time when I was really distressed and I phoned Joe in front of you? You were here. And I phoned Joe and I cried and I poured my heart out for half an hour and I told him my whole fucking life story. It's you. Not when Tanya's distressed, she can't be around people. It's you, right? That's that point. But being the nice, kind, loving person that you are.
Yeah.
Why was I in Turkey at midnight being refused the treatment I was there for out on a fucking balcony trying to go to sleep? So when you come up to me to be nice and loving and kind when I'm trying to leave, I don't find it as nice, loving and kind.
Well, that was my intention. So
don't give a fuck about your intention. But I didn't hit you. I didn't hit you. I lashed out at you, get off me, get off me, get off me. And then what happened? I walked out of the hotel door and I collapsed on the floor. The receptionist guy heard all the commotion. He came up and you told him I've got drugs on me, which was not true, was it, you cunt? It wasn't true, was it? So don't lie, Kevin. I'm playing my podcast. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You liar. You horrible liar.
No, I'm not lying at all.
You're a horrible liar.
No, I'm not.
Did you or did you not tell that receptionist? Because I've got proof. So be careful. Did you or did you not tell him I've got weed on me? Of course you don't. Right, yeah, being careful. You don't want to tell the truth and you don't want to lie. Good answer, but do you know what? I don't care because God knows. Between me and you, God knows, and the karma will come for you.
You would scream in rooms like I was attacking you and I wasn't even touching you. You would literally scream, yeah?
That's not true neither.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Everybody heard you. You recorded me in secret, and you exposed me. Yeah, you played it. I should report you to the police for it. Yeah.
I have to hold the door open because you were screaming like I was attacking you, and I had to hold the door open in fear.
I hope you can all hear this right now because I'm going to lose my temper in a minute. I'm going to black your eye in a minute. And then all them rumours can be true because they're out there already. Remember, I got free fucking reign with everyone right now because everyone done all the damage to me already. I got free reign. You even told me if we tell these stories, I will be arrested. Didn't you? To scare me not to tell them, and it didn't work. So I'll fucking black your eye, you keep lying like that. I'll get the baseball bat my bloody self. Now start telling the truth, please. Because believe me, I won't stop. I will not stop. Wow. Absolute lies. No, he hasn't got to get out. It's fine. This is what I want. This is what I need. I tell the truth. I'll hold my hands up where I need to hold my hands up. But no. No, absolutely not. Let me carry it on. You have to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Wow.
It goes into panic mode. I got my things. I went out of the door of the hotel and I just collapsed. Just collapsed on the floor. And the next thing I knew, the guy from down on reception was stood by me. And Kevin had told him that I've got drugs and that I hit him. Well, sorry, it's rough. There is so much that has happened that you're... First of all, I didn't have any drugs. There's no way I could have had any drugs or got away with taking any drugs to Turkey. I did not have anything, and he knows that, I know that, God knows that. Why did he say I had drugs? Was his fear of being in trouble because we argued that great that he was going to tell somebody in a foreign country that I had drugs? This was pretty devastating, to say the least. The following day, we got the hotel, we checked in. I'm guessing we must have just carried on like nothing happened. I don't remember.
You stay without Mark Hobbs.
How dare you?
I'd rather walk home.
How dare you?
To the hotel.
I'd rather you walk home too. How dare you?
Meeting these two ladies who were there, and I would sit by the swimming pool with them, chat with them. He was pretty much on his own, I guess, because
yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. See, that's some truth, and that's all you had to do. That's no, who? Him or them? What did you just say?
You kept talking to him.
To him, right? But back then, when I went to Turkey, how long had I been with you? I will tell you then. How can you not have any idea? So your memory is that good of everything, yeah? Because my life was destroyed. I remember every single bit of it, okay? I started talking to you end of March. We met each other end of April. I went to Turkey for that in August. All of these trolls, all of these account names, all of these people, I did not have a clue who any of them were. Yes or no? Yes or no? Defend me where I need defending. Yes or no? Did I know? No.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I wasn't all into all of that. I didn't know who they were. Mark contacted me. Your words? What did he contact me for?
Because he wanted to do an interview with me.
Right.
I don't want to talk about this guy.
It's about Turkey. You will talk about the guy. You will talk about the guy.
You kept talking to him.
You will talk about the guy because you just said that. Yeah, that's why we're talking.
You kept talking to him.
Yeah, and all right. Well, I'm not allowed to say anything. we're only allowed to say I kept talking to him, because that's not true neither. That's another lie. You've got very, very wrong. You've been very, very mistaken.
The Instagram messages say then good morning, good night.
You've been very mistaken. I'm not allowed to answer.
Good night, good morning, good night.
I'm not allowed to answer. I'm only allowed to be dug at like that. Because that's what you told all your moderators. That's what you told all the people that come and smash my window. That's what you told these people, isn't it?
I don't even know no people smashed your window.
Now, can I carry on answering the bit where you said that I talked to him? I didn't... Constantly, yeah, even better. I didn't know any of these people. He contacted... Wow.
Good night.
You know what you're doing? I'll tell you, shall I tell you the abuse tactic here, what you're doing? You're fucking with my brain from remembering to tell the answer in a decent way. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're fucking with my memory, with my thoughts right now, so I can't tell it. So keep throwing a word in there when clearly I'm trying to revert back. You've done a lot of shit, and I'm trying to revert back right to one of the first things that you did, and you're making it really hard. And I know you're doing that on purpose. But you can't, I can't forget. I'll never forget. I don't forget anything. Neither will you. You can't remember yesterday what you did. Anyway, I'm not going to fall for this and move on. I will continue what I was saying. So he contacted me because he wanted to interview you, correct?
And then I refused to, and then Todd, and then you...
Before we get to that bit, thank you very much. No, before we get to that bit, we don't just tell the Kevin bits. It doesn't work that way. Exactly, we'll tell it all.
Yeah.
Not just the Kevin parts that make you look a victim.
No, go on, I'll tell that, go on.
So I spoke to Mark and I said, couldn't see why not. I didn't know anything about trolling then. And I did know that people struggled to talk to Kevin. He got very uptight with them, offended by them, whatever. So I said, well, I tell you what, why don't you let me know the questions you want to ask, and I'll have a look at them. And if I think any of them are written in a way that are a bit rude or anything, or he would find offensive, perhaps we could rewrite them a bit friendlier. So with that, I went to Kevin with the questions. Kevin then demanded money. Can't remember how much. No. Weren't it like £800, £1,000? It was something ridiculous. Yeah.
And then I said no, I would never speak to him.
And so I laughed and I passed the message on to Mark and said, right, he wants paying. Obviously, Mark's going to say no. You know, you're not like famous or whatever. With that, it's a no. Kevin's not doing it. So Kevin was okay to talk to him for money.
No, I wasn't.
But I wasn't allowed to talk to him for free.
I said no.
You just said it there and then.
No,
500 quid.
No, I said no, I'm not even doing this for money. I thought about it. No, I wouldn't even do it for money.
Right. He refused to pay you.
No, and I said I wouldn't.
And then you said that, right?
I said I wouldn't even do it for money anyway.
Right. So then with that, that was the end of Mark and Kevin. These two weren't going to talk.
Mark, wasn't.
But did it have to be the end of me and Mark?
Yeah.
So what in your expectation, what should have happened right at that point?
Let me tell my story now. Somebody who's against me
talk quieter.
And hates me.
You've got a loud voice. Talk quieter.
Somebody who's against me and hates me, Tanya would speak to constantly and even give a good morning to and a good night to in your Instagram messages.
Right.
Constantly.
Can I answer that now? First of all, you just agreed I didn't know who Mark Cox was then.
No, I told you he was.
No.
I told you he was.
No. You'd say troll. He's a troll. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what a troll was. I didn't know what you meant by that. He seemed alright to me, alright. Well, whatever. But did I have to fall out with everyone that didn't like you?
No.
I'd only known you literally 12 weeks or something. I hadn't known you that long. So did I have to fall out with everyone that didn't like Kevin? I didn't say good morning and good night every day. I can't, it's not possible. I'm on Instagram Live. He's in my live, I can ask him.
No, I've seen the messages.
Because if I did say good night, if I did say good night and good morning every day, which my conversations were in depth.
Yeah.
We actually went through this and I told you no, because you accused me so many. No, well, right now you're giving me something to talk about. You accused me of leading Mark on, which is why he ruined you and did all of this. You blamed me for leading him on. It then turns out he'd been trolling you way before I met you. Right? So you put all that burden and blame on me, and you just did there again. You went,
And then you spoke.
You accuse me. No. I speak to CB. I speak to Joe. I speak to Matt. I can speak to men and I can laugh, and it doesn't mean I'm leading them on.
Is that right if I speak to women?
No, because the women you speak to are vile.
No, they're not.
Which ones?
So every woman.
Wait, give me a name. Give me a name.
I'm not putting no names out.
Because there ain't none. You can talk to Adele. You're just being spiteful.
No,
and you're distracting me from telling a story again. Because I can clear up everything you say. There are no women for you to talk to. There are men for me to talk to. Tough.
But you need to say good morning, good night to constantly.
Which is what I'm trying to answer, but you're not letting me, are you? You keep accusing me of saying good morning and good night to him constantly, but you're not letting me answer. So, it's insane. I can't do nothing. So don't keep using your job, as you call it, to keep lying about me. To keep manipulating it that I'm some kind of abuser or the bad guy here. It's not true. I can talk to whoever I like. Wow. And again.
Like we've had some, like, do I ever call you names and put you down in arguments? No.
Yes, you body shamed me on your TikTok.
I'm talking about in general. Do I ever call you any names?
Oh, in general.
Down in arguments?
Oh,
yes.
No? You call me nuts. I'm nuts. My brain don't. I call you a cunt.
You're worthless.
They know what I call you. I've never called you worthless. How dare you? You swear on your mother's life.
You're nobody.
I've called you worthless.
You said you're nobody. It's the same. You're nobody.
You absolute horrible little creature. Do you know what? Get out my house. Get the fuck out. You ain't laying in my. Go sit in the cold and lie to me. Get the fuck out my house.
So you've never.
Get the fuck. Never. God strike me down right now.
You're never going to get
God
anywhere.
strike me down now.
You're finished.
Yeah, I've told you, you'll never get anywhere. Is that calling you worthless?
More or less.
Retract it. More or less. You're hearing this, right? You're hearing this. Me telling him he'll never get nowhere on TikTok. He just referred to as me calling him worthless. And that's how you would have worded it on your TikTok. Do you know what? You are worthless. There we go. Everything you accuse me of and lie about me, I'm going to say it because trolls are going to spread it anyway. So I'm going to take great satisfaction in doing everything you accuse me of. You're laying in my bed telling people in my live I call you worthless in arguments. No. I swear at you. They've heard exactly what you can do to me. Our private arguments don't get like what they get like on Instagram. That's me being cocky and brave, isn't it? Our arguments turn into me being absolutely destroyed and ending up in hospital, don't they, Kevin? Not me calling you worthless, you fucking no-good liar. Which is what you would go and run and message everyone and tell all your mods, isn't it? And hasn't another mutual friend just found out your true colours of doing that? Yes, they have. And now you haven't got anyone left to do it with. So I don't have to be scared of your bullshit anymore. You've got no moderators left.
Stop using the word scared.
Why? Why? I've got phone calls dating back from January with you telling you I'm scared of you. Okay. Why am I not allowed to use the word scared?
Because it's what you make people think.
Oh, sorry, I'll keep it a secret then, yeah?
No.
But I'm telling you, I'm not scared of you anymore.
No need to be scared of me. I would never hit you. I'd never do anything to you. So there's no need to be scared.
Doesn't mean just hitting me. I'm scared of what you're capable of doing to me on TikTok. Look what you did when I was walking to Scotland. I'm scared of you, what you're capable of. You knew that. I told you it in January when I told you all the truth is coming out now. You put me pretty much in a mental hospital and I told you this has gone too far.
In a mental hospital.
Who did? I'd like you to answer it, please. Who put me in the mental hospital if it weren't you? Names. You need to. Names. Who put me in a mental hospital?
Who do you think did?
I haven't got a clue. Give me names. Or one. Give me just one.
Mark Cox contributed to it.
Mark Cox put me in the mental hospital. Right. Anyone else? Dave Duran's put me in a mental hospital. Anyone else? You're trying hard to think of the ones you haven't battled, aren't you?
That's it for now.
That's it. Because you said Aggie was trying to kill me. So you're only going for Dave Durans and Mark Cox because they're the only two fuckers you didn't battle. Tyrone put me in a mental hospital. Oh, ouch. Tyrone's a twat, but I don't know about putting me in a mental hospital, do you?
Oh, he caused a lot of shit.
Ouch. And I mean, didn't the stuff with Tyrone happen after the mental hospital? We need to be careful here what we're saying now, right? I'm pretty sure... No, you could be right, but no, I don't think Tyrone mocking me would have quite put me in a mental hospital.
Maybe it incited others to do more.
Right, let me look at my comments. Cool. I'm gonna leave my phone here on charge. I need to go and get a drink because my mouth is going like really sticky and I can't speak properly. No, I'm taking it with me. I'm not having you block nobody. I'm gonna turn my camera off. You didn't need to do none of that, you know. I wanted to do this, but I still would have supported you with all these people that did what they did. But I can't. I can't support you because you're showing so much hatred. You have so much hatred to me and I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, I'm going to get a drink. I didn't even know what I was doing. Right, toilet, come on. Because I'm not going to be up early. It's going to time out in 20 seconds, but I will come back. Ooh, it's cold. Mr. Vegas, I'd now live streaming you on... is now live streaming you on TikTok.